Hey y'all, what's up? This is another episode of Notable Prisons and the Inmates that Occupy Them. Go and get your lighters ready, because someone's got smoked in this episode. We're going to go take a trip to USP Victorville, which is a high-security United States federal prison for male inmates in California. It is part of the Federal Correctional Complex. Victorville, FCC Victorville, is operated by the Federal Bureau of Prisons, a division of the United States Department of Justice. FCC Victorville is located on land that was formerly part of George Air Force Base, located within the city limits, 8 miles northwest of central Victorville and approximately 85 miles northeast of LA. USP Victorville opened on October 21st, 2004 as a high-security prison, which cost $101 million. It was constructed by Hensley Phelps Construction Company of Irvine, California, and the Crosby Group design firm of Redwood City, California. The security systems were designated by Beaufort Goff and Associates and the Associates of Columbia, South Carolina. So, typical inmate life. Prisoners have access to the text-based email programs known as TrueLinks, Trust Fund Limited Inmate Communication System. Prisoners are allowed only 13,000 characters per email, and attachments cannot be sent, received, or viewed. Inmates are not allowed to retain more than 2 newspapers, 10 magazines, and 25 letters in their cell. They are allowed to place phone calls up to 30 approved numbers. Phone calls are restricted to 15 minutes per call and 5 hours per month. Inmates pay for their phone calls through their trust accounts. Inmates can buy additional food, hygiene, articles, or clothes from the commissary for a maximum of $290 a month. Inmates are counted 5 to 6 times a day, 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 4 p.m., 1 p.m., and 10 a.m. on weekends and holidays. Initial work movements can start at 4:30 a.m. and inmates must be up at 7:30 a.m. All inmates must be back to their cells at 10 p.m. A notable incident that happened there was on April 11th, 2005, USP Victorville inmate Scott Fisher, who used several aliases, including Peter Steven Scapazzi. I'm doing something, baby. Steven Scapazzi, the name on his prison death certificate, was fatally slashed by another inmate, reportedly over a dispute regarding less than $10,000 worth of tobacco. Would you go, little girl? USP Victorville inmate Tony Richard Padilla died at Arrowhead Regional Medical Center on August 12, 2006. Okay. On August 12, 2006, from injuries sustained during a fight with another inmate. On the afternoon of May 13, 2009, several inmates at USP Victorville attacked inmate Gregory Francis Ritter of Waikiki, Hawaii, who was serving a 33-month sentence for drug and weapons possession. According to San Bernardino County Sheriff Department, Ritter was transported to a local hospital by ambulance and later flown to Arrowhead Regional Medical Center in critical condition. Ritter died of his injuries at 7:13 p.m. Are you done? Move. Okay, first off, Mulo Shakur. Shakur was one of 6 Black Liberation Army members to carry out the Brinks robbery of 1981, but he was transferred to Lexington. Gerardo Hernandez. He was a leader of Cuban 5 spy network, convicted in 2001 of conspiracy to commit murder and espionage for sending classified information to Cuban intelligence officials who used it to shoot down a plane flown by 4 members of the anti-Castro group. Sentenced to life in 2001. Sentence commuted by Barack Obama in 2014. Lontrell Williams Jr., better known as Memphis rapper, leader, Pooh Shiesty. Williams pled guilty in January 22 to federal charges relating to an October 22 robbery/shooting in the Miami area. And he is currently incarcerated and is set to be released in 3 years. Listen, when Pooh Shiesty get out, it's a wrap. Dude had so much hype on him before he went in, and when he comes home, it's over. I'm telling you right now. Javier Vasquez Velasco, former bodyguard for the Hondurino drug lord Juan Matala Ballesteros, convicted in 1990 of a murder and racketeering for killing 2 tourists he mistook for DEA agents. Suspected of involvement in a 1985 kidnapping and murder of DEA agent Enrique Camarena. If you guys never seen Narcos on Netflix, you might want to check it out. They go into great detail about this whole story, and I thought it was very fascinating. And yeah. But he's serving a life sentence, but he's eligible for parole in 2049. So that's a long-ass time, though. James Sweeny, leader of Maryland prison gang Dead Men Incorporated, convicted of conspiracy to participate in a violent racketeering enterprise and conspiracy to distribute drugs, and sentenced to life imprisonment. And he's serving a life sentence. Next, Christopher Londanio, Lucchese crime family soldier, convicted of the murder of the East Harlem Purple Gang leader Michael Meldish in 2013. In October 2019, it was reported that Londino planned to escape the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn in 2017 by breaking through a window using dental floss and then using bed sheets to climb down to the street. Sammy the Bull on Vlad TV, he literally just did an interview, and in that interview he was explaining how he was planning to break out of prison, and that's what he said, dental floss. It could have been at the same spot. Y'all go check that out. Tony Hernandez, Honduran drug trafficker, former congressman, a brother of President Juan Orlando Hernandez, serving a life sentence for distribution of cocaine, firearms, and false testimony offenses. And he's serving a life sentence. Khalid Al-Fawaz, convicted for his involvement in the 1998 United States Embassy bombings. He's serving a life sentence. Abdul Murad, Al-Qaeda operative, convicted in 96 terrorism conspiracy in connection with planning Project Bojinka, a foil plot conceived by senior Al-Qaeda member Khalid Sheikh Mohammed to bomb 12 planes over the Pacific Ocean in a 48 period. He is serving a life sentence. Edgar Steel, Idaho attorney who defended the Aryan Nations in a 2000 lawsuit filed by 2 hate crime victims, convicted of attempted murder for hire in 2011 for paying an individual $10,000 to kill his wife and mother-in-law with a pipe bomb. He died in custody in 2014 while serving a 50-year sentence. Next, we have Lenny Dykstra, former MLB player of the New York Mets and Philadelphia Phillies, charged with 25 misdemeanor and felony accounts of grand theft auto, identity theft, false financial statements, and possession of cocaine, ecstasy, and the human growth hormone known as somatropin. He pled guilty to no contest to grand theft auto and providing false financial statements in exchange for dropping the drug charges. He was sentenced to 3 years of prison, released after 6.5 months in July 2013. And last, we have Johnny Orsinger, participating in a carjack and double murder of a woman and her granddaughter in Arizona. His accomplice, Lesmond Charles Mitchell, was executed at USP Terre Haute in 2020. And there you have it, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know something in the comments. Stay tuned for more episodes.